Welcome back. There are two very lucky nonprofits in Kamloops that are going to be benefiting from this year's Boogie the Bridge event. Joining us today to talk about it, we have Maureen Dahl. It's great to have you back on the show. How are you?
Good, good. How are you?
Good. And we have David Johnson. He is with the Kamloops Brain Injury Association and apparently an old neighbor of mine from White Shield Crescent back in the 70s.
Indeed.
Good to see you again.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I don't remember you, but I was young.
Well, so was I.
Yeah.
So,
how are your
okay.
parents doing?
They're doing real well. They're still here in town.
Are they on White Shield still?
No, they're moved a little bit.
Okay, I digress. That's fine. So, you guys, you represent the Brain Injury Association and you're with Kelly. You guys are going to be the recipients of the funding that comes in from this year's Boogie. What does it mean to you?
Oh, it's huge. Getting this Boogie funding allows us to deliver some really good services to folks who've had brain injuries, survivors who need a little extra help. And Boogie is just so good at helping the community and helping charities and the whole thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And as the new executive director of the Brain Injury Association, I'm sure it's been quite a learning curve for you, but quick to realize that, you know, you only get so much funding from the government. You only get so much funding from the regulatory bodies. This must mean a lot to you to get this money coming in.
It definitely does, both from Boogie, and then there's a lot of other people in Kamloops who support the charities here. It's an amazing community in that way, and it just allows us to do things that people need.
Absolutely. We have a few pictures that we're going to go through. I believe the first ones are of the Brain Injury Association. Yeah. Some of the things you guys do in our community, pretty great.
Yeah. The first one, there was a fishing derby, and some of the folks contacted us and said, hey, would some of the survivors like to take part? And these are folks who, they don't have a car anymore, they can't legally drive, so they can't get out to the lakes like they used to.
Sure.
And to get out and go fishing again, those guys were so excited. So little things like that really make a big difference in being part of the community and just participating again.
Yeah, but doing all these things costs money, and hence the reason having the extra funding coming in makes a world of difference. And then, of course, with literacy initiatives, another situation where fundraising is always a big part of what you do.
Absolutely. The two literacy tables, Kelly and Link, we don't have any sustainable funding, so every year we need to find it. And the funding from Boogie the Bridge, number one, to have 2 years of funding is really exciting. So we'll have the funding from this year and from next year, and it gives us the opportunity to get back to our community in ways that from the Parent Child Mother Goose program, which we see about 2,000 families come through the programs every single year, and it's absolutely huge and very, very popular. And then to be able to put on our family events that are literacy focused and child development focused, and really it's just about creating memories for children and for their parents, and trying to find that balance between screen time and parent face-to-face time is always kind of our biggest thing, and just get them as ready and excited for school as possible. So that's kind of our goal. But the money directly from Boogie is going to go for our Parent Child Mother Goose program.
That's awesome. Are you guys going to be boogieing the bridge this year?
Well, we're going to be doing everything but boogieing the bridge.
You're helping to do all the organizing.
Absolutely,
and stuff, yeah.
Our main role is volunteer coordinators. That's our goal, and with Danica Wilkinson also from the Brain Injury Association. Good. So the three of us are working hard to ensure that there's enough volunteers everywhere. So we will be running, and we'll probably put more steps in that day than
the runners,
than the marathoners.
Yes.
But we'll be out there making sure that the race goes smoothly.
Fantastic. It's always very satisfying to see nonprofits in the community receive funding where it's very deserved. And being on Midday, being the host of the show for a number of years, I know how much you guys do in our community, so I'm happy for the both of you to be receiving this opportunity.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. Yeah. We're out of time, sadly, but thank you both of you. Happy Easter long weekend.
You as well.
And say hi to your parents for me, please.
I shall.
Yeah. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Stay with us.